Okay, so yesterday we talked about one thing, we called it your service circle. So service, okay, that's service spelled kind of like hidden there. We talked about your service circle yesterday. But below your service circle is even a layer that's lower than that, okay? It's called your Rizz. Your Rizz, it's even more important, okay? And then on top of that, we're gonna have here your tribe. Okay, your tribe. And on top of that, we're gonna have your events. And then on top of that, we're gonna have elite. Elite circles. Elite social circles. So, of course, you guys are all here to work on your social skills, right? Work on your social skills, build that out. Confidence, charisma, charm, never running out of things to say, the ability to express yourself, all that good stuff. That's your Rizz, right? The kids call it Rizz these days. We call it game, we call it social skills. Everything is applicable, right? The next level above that is your service circle. I talked to you guys about that yesterday. That's getting a barber that you have on a regular basis. And you and your barber, you see him twice every month. You invite him to a barbecue or something else. He comes because you guys have that reciprocity. You have that Benjamin Franklin effect. You give him something, he gives you something back. Doesn't want to disappoint you. That goes for your Spanish teacher. If you want to get a Spanish teacher or a French teacher, that you look at their Instagram, make sure they're cool. They're like have things going on in their life that are interesting. That goes for your personal trainer at your gym, right? Whether it's somebody you just work out with as a workout buddy, or it's an actual personal trainer that you hire at the gym. That could be someone as well, right? You invite them out, they're gonna come. That could be your personal chef. Myself, I put ads on Instagram looking for a chef. We talked about that yesterday also. I put ads on Instagram, I want a chef, I'm looking for a chef, people apply. It could be a video editor if you have a business. Somebody who makes your TikTok reels, somebody who edits your videos. Whoever it is, you wanna get your 5 people, okay? That's your service circle. That's your first level. Because when you have those 5 people and they bring a friend, you have 10 people that you actually like. Because people in your service circle are never gonna bring somebody that's shitty. They're never gonna bring like a shitty friend because they don't wanna disappoint you and ruin that relationship that you guys already have together, okay? So service circle, that's what you start with. Well, actually you start with your social skills, then you go to your service circle. After that, your tribe. Your tribe is gonna be like the team that you wanna build. Eventually, your tribe isn't that big. It's going to be 2 or 3 guys, 2 or 3 girls. And your tribe will be people that are success-minded, just like you. Whenever I hear people say, oh, I want to have like-minded individuals, it's like a cool marketing term, but I don't think it really means anything. Like-minded, what does that mean? Like, who are you? Who are you and what are you looking for that's like you? Doesn't make sense. What you're really trying to say is you want a success-minded individuals, people who have the same goals as you, right? So this tribe, the first one could be when you go to the club one night, you have a bottle service because you're just having a good time, and there's a guy next to you who's really cool. He seems to have 5 friends with him, right? These are guys that already invest into a table. They already are into spending money on something. So they're down for it. They're gonna do it. They wanna have a good time, you know? And this is kind of like how somebody said Luke back in the day would say, hello, table neighbor. Like that's a guy that you can introduce into your tribe. You go up to him, click balls with him, share drinks with him, give him a Red Bull, make some jokes, great time. Or maybe he's just a bunch of guys at a table and you have social skills so you can now go talk to girls. You go into the dance floor, you find 2 or 3 girls that are from out of town. They're kind of bored, looking to have a great night. You bring those girls over to the table, introduce the girls to the guy at the table. He's like, yo, you're amazing. You're amazing. Like, oh man, I'm just a guy. I'm just having a good time, just living life. But he's amazed by you. And now he wants to hang out with you all the time because he knows you have the ability to help him meet other people. And that's very fucking cool, right? So then that guy becomes one of the people in your tribe. Your tribe can be anybody that you meet that has similar ideas. You go to a self-development seminar, you end up sitting next to a guy at a self-development seminar like this, and the guy becomes your friend. You guys end up like just talking, sharing a good time, part of your tribe. You're traveling together, you're doing adventures now. That's your +1 in your tribe. You also need to have a female friend, like a female friend who's just down to do whatever. She wants to go places, she's adventurous, she's extroverted. She makes people feel comfortable. My buddy would call that his aces, right? He always had 3 aces. He had Elia, Tanya, and I think it was Amanda was the other one. And he'd have his car, and they'd be down to go out on a Wednesday, on a Thursday, on a Tuesday. No matter what day it was, they'd be down to go out. And he would have his, what car was it? I think it was like a Jetta, a 4-door Jetta, like SUV. Nothing fancy, like a 2015 car. And he'd pick them up on the way to the club. And after the club, he'd drive them home, and it was very reliable. And they would all hang out on Sundays and drink mimosas on rooftop patios and bars, and they became his aces, part of his tribe. So the goal is, like, I think when a guy says, I want to have like a brotherhood, I want to have like that, he's like, I want to have success-minded people that know how to give and exchange value. Because we said that the other day, right? Some people don't know how to give and exchange value. If you have a tribe, the biggest thing about this tribe people is they know how to give and take value. They're not just only people that just take value all the time, the people that can also give it. Very often we find like it's hard to find people that don't just take from us. This is why I mentioned to you guys a lot of requirements you have to screen who is in your tribe and who's not. Like I said yesterday, if somebody's coming to one of your events and they refuse to pay their Uber, they shouldn't come. They shouldn't even be there. If you're flying, if you want to meet a girl, have a great weekend with her, and she like won't even get her taxi to go to the airport, then you shouldn't be buying her a $400 ticket to come hang out. It's a basic screening mechanism because it means this person is usually in a taking mindset. This person is not in an exchanging mindset at all. That means this person shouldn't be there because I'll tell you a quick story. I put on a great event at my buddy's penthouse the other day, okay? My buddy's like a big like day trader, financial guy, makes a lot of money, makes like, I think like 6 figures, personal income, 7 figures a year in his business. And I got a DJ. DJ was $700. We bought sushi for everybody. We actually wanted to like get sushi and wheel it out on top of like a Japanese girl covered in leaves and like smoke and stuff and sparklers. We didn't do it, but we wanted to. We got the sushi, we got the music, the DJ, the entertainment. And this girl was still like bothering me about a taxi. I said to her, am I supposed to pay everybody's taxi here? She goes, no, well, it's just me. If I pay just yours, I gotta pay everybody's taxi. And I can't call 7 taxis simultaneously on my phone to call for 7 people. It doesn't work. But they don't care because they're just thinking what they can take. That person should never have been in this tribe. I let them squeeze in, but they shouldn't have been there. And I paid the price at the end of the night because it ended horribly with everybody that was there. This person ended up telling rumors and gossips and stories. So you gotta watch carefully who you put into your tribe. It's a vetting process. You wanna have good people that are quality rather than a large number of people, right? There's this one guy I know, he's in Montreal here. He hangs out with a friend of mine. She introduced me to him. This guy's a DJ, but he also travels with other artists. But he also is in Miami. He's also in Medellin. He's also at these taco festivals. He's out. He's getting known. He's getting his face out there. People like him. He's friendly. He's funny. He makes sure you have a good time. If you're dancing with a girl, he's gonna cheer you on. Go, bro! Yeah! He's gonna make you feel good, and the girl feel good for dancing with you. He's like just a good ball of energy. And even though he's not gonna financially contribute, I want him to be there to contribute something, right? So people in your tribe are all gonna contribute different things. Some of them are gonna put in some money. Okay? Some of them are literally just gonna pay. Like the guy that I mentioned goes to the bottle service that you met at bottle service. This is a dude who's willing to put in money. He understands putting in money, make sure that he can facilitate the time happening. All the guys understand this. Another guy could be the dude that gives you his place. So usually when I do these seminars, right now we're in a conference room, usually I don't pay for them. Today I did, but I have friends that own businesses all around the city. I'm like, hey man, you got a conference room? He's like, yeah, sure. It's like, as long as I can watch the stuff later on and learn, I'm like, cool. So conference room, right? He can contribute the facility. I have another friend of mine who's the dude I mentioned that has a company who does 7 figures a year in business, the accountant. He lent me his penthouse. He's like, yeah, throw a party here. He's like, just bring people and bring girls. All he has to do is like wake up, leave his bedroom, and there's like a party there for him, and people are there for him. Everything's taken care of, right? So he gives you his place. So in other words, that's logistics. Okay. Logistics. He gives you the logistics. He makes the facilitation of things happen. All right. And then the last dude who might be in your tribe is a guy who kind of like helps to organize, right? He puts his energy into it. He puts his time. He puts his attention. He puts his focus. He comes with the ideas. Okay. So I'll put ORG. So if you got a guy who contributes his time, another guy who puts the money in, he's happy to bankroll it, another guy who handles the logistics, and you, or if you're one of those guys, you're gonna have a great fucking summer. You guys are gonna have a great time because now you got a team. We call it the Avengers, okay? You built your team of Avengers. And my buddies in Toronto have this. They have a club promoter, my other buddy who owns a boat in a penthouse, and my other buddy who's a social networker. When all three of them get together, they have a great fucking time. They got the boat, one guy's bringing the people, the other guy's cooking ribs on the barbecue on the rooftop. He's got like 20 ribs from Costco, he's cooking up the steak. Like they have an amazing great time because they built that team of Avengers. So everybody wants to do that, all right? Everybody wants to have it, but they realize to make this happen, you have to also give value to each one of these, right? Like I'm gonna do an arrow here and then an arrow here, like this, like this, like this, like this. So this is an arrow like showing that it goes from each one, from money to organizer to logistics, logistic to money. They're all giving value to each other. If you walk into a situation, you're like, yo, what can I get? You get nothing. You gotta come to that situation either trying to set up your own team or you come to that situation trying to put everybody together. That's how you have an amazing tribe. Once you have an amazing tribe, now you're throwing your events. Your events are gonna be amazing. Whatever you do is gonna be fun because you guys are working together with your infinity stones, all the toys combining, and you're putting on great events. Once you put on great events, what happens is you'll end up getting like, still on the camera here? Yeah. You'll end up getting like videos, photos, and a rep, R-E-P, a reputation. You'll start to build a reputation because everybody will see your events that you have. Everybody will see your parties. People will be reposting stuff. You're creating core memories for people that are there. I told you guys about core memories yesterday, right? You're creating core memories for people that are there. They're all enjoying it. They're having a great time. They love it. People start to hear about the things you're doing, Can I come to the next thing you're doing? Yeah, I'll let you know. Can I come to the next one? And once you have that, right, you get a rep. My buddies actually in Colombia even have hired a virtual assistant just to organize everything for them. When they want to do an event, they pay a virtual assistant $5 an hour. The person finds the food, the person sends out the invitations, the person books the Airbnb or the finca, which is a mansion. The person does everything for them because they're like, I don't want to do it anymore. And they pay the person $5 an hour to just administrate the whole thing. The person finds a magician, get a magician at your place. You don't have to pay a lot for it. A magician could be some guy that you find on Instagram who's doing magic tricks and he's like, I'm a magician, I need an audience. You're like, great, I'll provide you the audience at my event. You walk around, do magic tricks, great. Now you have a magician at your house party, everybody loves it. He's getting reaction videos from people he can use for Instagram and everybody's having a great time. Everybody remembers that you brought the magician last time. Everybody's like, that's so sick, that's so awesome. He had a magician at his event, right? There's free things you can do that are entertainment at your party or your event that you're throwing that give value to the person. Because eventually your event becomes the value to everybody else. They're like, can I come do this thing at your event? And then you're like, sure, come do it for free. Come do it. So yeah, I have a buddy of mine, he hires the assistant, and then his virtual assistant then hires like fire workers, the ones that like blow fire. And they put on a 20-minute like fire display, like juggling and blowing fire and like some weird yoga thing at every house party. And then I hire them, and then my other friends hire them. Now it's like these fire workers, fire blowers are at every event in Colombia now. But it's pretty cool, right? It's really cool. You can hire also somebody who plays a violin. You ever see these guys that play violin and like either fire comes out of it or they play like the bongos or a saxophone while techno music is playing? Sometimes they have this at supper clubs. They have a guy who's playing the saxophone over like house beats. That's really cool because you can walk around your event and do that for 20 minutes, all right? It's cool things like this, and you give the guy an opportunity to get a crowd and get some cool shots of him, which is what he wants. You could also get a photographer. Pay the photographer $50. Some photographers will do it for free because they just want to be where all the cool people are. They want to come out, take some good photos, and meet everybody that you know. A lot of photographers will do it for free because they want to meet the people that you fucking know. All right? So you got all this going on at your events now. I won't write it down, but it's like photographers, magician, the food, the whatever. You want to do if it's big. Now you reach the elite social circles. That's the celebrities, the actors, the athletes, highly influential people in the city. And the rep of what you built leads up to those elite social circles. The reputation of the event and you precedes you, and the people in those social events and social circles get to know about you. And that's how you get friends with you celebrities. Biggest way to make friends with the celebrities is to treat them like a friend, not be a fan. Provide to them a space where they can be themselves, they can be comfortable, they don't have to impress anybody, and then they love you. They love you 100% because you provide a space for them to be themselves where they can't anywhere else. Same thing with very beautiful women, by the way. I would put like celebrity models and actresses up here. I've dated a few actresses and models and people that have been in the movie Transformers, the people I've dated an Olympic athlete who's a silver and gold medalist for figure skating. I've dated very successful people that you would know if I say their names. And the way you get them is you allow them to be themselves in a space where no one else allows them to be a human. Because that's the biggest gift that you can give them. And they will appreciate you for providing that space for them. Okay? That's actually why I can't mention the people that I date, because if I mention them, I actually do the exact opposite of what they like about the relationship. So I don't mention it anymore. But that's it. That's the chain. Okay? It starts off with your Rizz, your social skills, goes up into their service circle. Then you build a tribe of Avengers. Then your events build a reputation for you, and you go to elite circles. Any questions?